Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the topic wave particle duality. In wave particle duality, first of all we will discuss about the introduction, dual nature of light, next de Broglie's hypothesis. Introduction. An object can act as both wave and particle at the same time. This phenomenon is called wave particle duality. So the object would have energy, momentum, wavelength, frequency and amplitude. This wave particle duality nature can easily understood by using photoelectric effect and Crompton effect. Wave particle duality of light. This light, which means light exhibits both wave and particle nature. Light behaves like a wave when traveling from source to the place where it is detected, which means the light behaves like a wave and only before it is detected, which means we cannot explain interference pattern using particles. Since stream of particles coming through each slit would come through independently of one another, striking the screen in two localized regions, therefore no interference pattern is formed. Light behaves like a particle, which is nothing but in the form of photons. It is being emitted or being absorbed at the detector. Example, photoelectric effect. In photoelectric effect, the UV light, the ultraviolet light hits the metal surface, causes an emission of electrons. Einstein explained this photoelectric effect, proposing that light thought only to be a wave is also a stream of particles, which means we consider light has only wave nature, but it also exhibiting the particle nature. As in photoelectric effect, the UV light in the form of wave nature hits the metal surface and ejects and causes an emission of electrons, which is exhibiting the particle nature. Hence light exhibits wave particle duality. Wave particle duality holds for any particle, not just for light, which since light is exhibiting wave particle duality, which means any other particle can also exhibit wave particle duality. This was easily explained by the double slit experiment, which was clearly explained in the previous class. Any material particle also has both wave and particle properties. The wave is a guide for how it travels. So de Broglie discovered this and proposed his hypothesis as wavelength equal to h by momentum. Here h is nothing but Planck's constant. Usually objects, which means humans, books, etc. have larger mass. So it has ordinary speeds. So the wavelength would be very small. So the wave nature is not detectable. So we cannot see the interference pattern. Electrons are tinier and they do demonstrate, which means they too exhibit wave properties, which is used in electron microscopes. The wavelengths are 1000 times shorter than the length, so distinguish detail not visible with optical microscopes. So we can easily understood through electron interference pattern. In quantum mechanics, any object can behave both like wave particle duality at submicroscopic levels, which means very small particles, which means electrons, protons, neutrons, etc. From de Broglie hypothesis, the mathematical representation of wave particle duality is shown below. Here de Broglie considered two theories. One is Max Planck theory, another is Einstein mass energy relation. According to Max Planck theory, we know that energy of the photon can be written as E equal to hv. Here E is energy of the photon, h is Planck's constant, u is frequency of the photon. Since photon can move in velocity of light, therefore mu is equal to c by lambda. When we substitute this mu value in Max Planck relation, we get E equal to hc by lambda. And according to Einstein mass energy relation, we know that E equal to mc square. Here m is mass of the photon, c is velocity of the photon, E is energy of the photon. Now combining this both equations 1 and 2, we have mc square is equal to hc by lambda, which means lambda is equal to h by mc. Here c is velocity of the light or photon. If the photon is in motion, then only it possesses mass, otherwise it does not have mass, which means here lambda is equal to h by mc. Here m is the mass of the photon, and this mass exists only when the photon is in motion, otherwise it does not have mass. We know that momentum p equal to mc, therefore lambda equal to h by p. That is, here the wavelength lambda exhibiting is exhibiting wave nature, and h by mp, momentum p, is exhibiting particle nature. If the photon has dual nature, then remaining particles can also have wave function, which means here lambda equal to h by p is the dual nature of the light. Now suppose if we consider electrons, protons, neutrons is moving like a wave, then lambda is equal to h by mu. Here m is mass of the particle, v is velocity of the particle, which means momentum p equal to mu. Therefore you have lambda is equal to h by p, which is de Broglie's hypothesis, where wavelength lambda is exhibiting wave nature and momentum p is representing particle nature, and wavelength is inversely proportional to the momentum. By this we can say that electrons, protons and neutrons also exhibiting particle and wave nature. This height has certain properties. According to de Broglie's hypothesis, lambda is equal to h by p, p is nothing but mu, which means here wavelength is inversely proportional to mass and velocity, which means higher the wavelength, lesser the wavelength and mass, velocity and mass. Suppose if the velocity becomes 0, then the wavelength is equal to infinity, which means if the particle velocity becomes 0, then the particle is in rest position, which means there is no existence of matter waves. Since the particle is not in motion, it does not exhibit the wave nature, therefore the particle is in it exhibits particle nature. Thank you.